Zhongyi Optics did send me this lens, but they have not paid me to say anything positive, nor have they seen this video before its release. Today we are here with Caroline for our first portrait shoot with the Mitakon 80mm f1.6. All right, look at Sarah for me. Ooh, perfect, here we go. All right, if you could sit facing this way again for me, and I want you to lay all the way back. You can kind of slouch a little bit, and then lay all the way back. Perfect. Just kind of hug it with your right arm and see what it looks like. All right, look up towards the ceiling, but then drop your chin just a little bit. There you go. This is my bootleg, what do you call it? A gobo. It's electrical tape on my reflector because I don't have a gobo. Ooh, that's kind of burning. We should probably tone that down a little bit. Okay, I like that right there. Just look towards this light for me. Perfect. Here we go, hold that for a second for me. All right, let's do the same thing. If we can slouch a little bit more so that your head is kind of resting on this. Let me push you down the couch this way a little bit more so I can get a little bit more of you. Stay right there. I want to set up for something a little more moody in the same pose. Let me have you go all the way up against the wall with your back to the wall. Oh, you're going? I did really like using this lens. It is heavy. I love a heavy camera, but this thing is heavy. I've also been using like vintage lenses on this, like Pentax lenses, and so the diameter, wow, the diameter is much smaller, and so like focusing with a larger diameter lens, especially when it's as smooth as this is, your arms can get kind of tired quickly, just because I'm not used to having to use that much muscle to focus. The focusing ring is very smooth. You can get very precise focus with it. It might feel a little tight compared to like old vintage lenses, but for a bigger lens and something that's heavier, you don't want to be kind of all over the place with your focus. So I like that it's smooth because you can get it more precise. And yeah, I had a good time. I'm really happy with what we got. Nice little area here. Kind of smells like dog water, but it's great. Do you have anything you'd like to say? No, you don't want to shout yourself out?
Had a fun time today with Patrick. My name is Sarah, just your videographer for today. That's all.
Thank you.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
For just a few final thoughts, I really do love this lens. Like I said before, I was using Pentax glass, and so I've never used a lens that fully covered this sensor before. Most of my Pentax stuff covers about 95% of it, so I still have a little bit of vignetting. So this is my first time using a lens that covers the full sensor. Once again, it is very heavy. I'm not a neck strap guy, so I use my Peak Design mini clutch so I can kind of hold it like this by my side when I'm walking. I can just kind of let it hang, and that's pretty convenient for me. And the Peak Design mini clutch, just a bonus tip, it covers the full bottom so that you can still access the battery door, which is really nice. Another thing is when you want to close focus, the lens does extend out quite a bit, so that can kind of take you a little off balance, but it's not too big of a deal. But the close focus is very impressive, and while it is big and heavy, I personally would carry it to do street photography, just walk around daily stuff, because I have carried it for the past 2 or 3 weeks to do that. It's surprisingly sharp at f1.6. It's a little harder to get it in focus at 1.6 because it's just so shallow, more shallow than normal, I would say. But if you can get it in focus, then it'll be very sharp. And something that helps with that is the focus ring being so smooth. If you're a person that is looking for tech specs and price and all that type of information, I will leave all of that in the description. Another thing about this is, because the focus ring is so smooth with this lens, you're probably not going to be able to shoot quick moving things. If something is moving at a constant speed that stays pretty consistent, you'll probably be able to track it. But if something is going from one place to another very quickly, you're probably, unless you're just so good at just tracking like that, you're probably not going to be able to get things in focus super quickly. And if you can, then your forearms will be burning by the time you are done shooting. But I also think that just means that this lens is for specific things. You're not going to be able to use this for everything. It works for the portraiture that you're able to take your time with, the street photography that you're able to take your time with. So it's a lens that you have to shoot very intentionally with, which I like. I'm not a photographer that shoots portraits in a way where you have to change poses every shot. I like to take my time and work with the model to find a pose that we like, and then once we get the shot, we can move on. But the quality of the lens is very good. I've not seen a lot of chromatic aberration, if any, with what I've shot with it. So I'm very pleased with this lens. I would encourage you to grab one, try one out. I will definitely still be using it, and like I said, again, all the details and all the tech specs are in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Beautiful. That's it.